Welcoming Candace to the Hall of Fame makes for an outrageous starting five. Dwayne Wade, Cheryl Miller, Allen Iverson, and Tamika Catching. Please welcome Candace. Oh, thank you.
Man, it's crazy because all the legends have told me about the heaviness of this room, right? But growing up, I looked at all of you all, and now like the heaviness is you guys are looking at me. So I'm just super grateful to be here. It was never just a game. And today I hope to tell you a story about a love story. That feeling happened when I was 13. I was in 7th grade, and it was just us in the gym. And I was in love. First quarter was defined by you chase people in passion and you will never fail in life. 1972, Title IX, it was passed, and that meant opportunity for women. Years later, there was a guard from USC that moved like nothing we had ever seen before. She was coached by Pat Summitt and then '84 Olympics gold medalist. Her name was Cheryl Miller. Yep. And she broke the mold and set the stage for what was to come and what is today. Throw that back. Throw it back. Growing up in the 90s in Illinois was a time to be alive. Bulls three-peat, although Ron Harper was my favorite player, I'll be honest. MJ was cool, Ron Harper was my favorite player. But I didn't have to look far. I looked down the hall to my role models, my brothers Anthony and Marcus. They gave me front row seats to what it took to be great. They were my heroes. People see a 10-year NBA vet who used to guard some of the greatest in the game. He's a GM with the Magic now, and some people ask what happened to my middle brother. Well, he just went on to Johns Hopkins and became a doctor. But I saw the journey that it took to get there. I saw the journey to greatness. I saw the grind. And I began to learn at an early age that participation trophies were not accepted in our household. I played soccer in my hometown in Naperville, Illinois. And the lone member of our team hadn't scored all year. So we parted the Red Sea. I crossed the ball. She towed it in and barely ran, over the line. Her dad ran out there, picked her up. They did airplanes. He was asking her where she wanted to go for ice cream, all of that. They just celebrated. And I looked over at my dad, and I was like, one time I had five goals in a game. I got nothing, not even a good game. He shrugged and said, Parkers don't have that same goals, and they don't have those same expectations. We had a legacy to live up to. You see, my great-grandfather, Clarence Duke, he graduated and got his master's at the University of Oklahoma in 1956 as a black man. My Mimi, Shirley Montgomery, she could throw a mean left-hand pitch, and she threw the only no-hitter in Des Moines history for girls, before sport was thought to be for girls. I understood that, I had my ancestors, I had standards, and I had responsibilities to live up to. My mom always constantly telling me can do, her mantra that gave me confidence to have the courage to speak up and to own my own voice. She has and will always be my #1 fan. To my dad who planted the seeds of challenges. We used to call him the modern day Joe Jackson, but since the biopic came out, we've retracted that nickname. He was the first to put me at point guard as the tallest kid on the team. He gave me a volleyball, and he was the one that was like, hey, I think you can dunk. And I dunked at 14. My brothers didn't dunk till they were 16, but we'll keep going. He saw things in me far beyond what I saw in myself. My family is truly the reason why I am here today. I was inspired by the 96 team. I was inspired by the 4-time champs in the Houston Comets. I was inspired by Brandi Chastain ripping her shirt off after scoring a PK in the 99 World Cup. And I realized that girls had opportunity like never before. Quarter 2 was about learning how to be great. In 97, my brother got drafted and traded on draft night to the Sixers. And this guy right here became his teammate. AI will always stand for Allen Iverson. I don't care what today says. It will always stand for Allen Iverson, okay? The dominance and the impact that he has is still felt today. My nephew Juji, my son Hart, they're rocking the cornrows because of this dude. He carried an entire culture, and he carried this young girl at 6'4" that wanted to be just like him. And now I look at him, and he's rocking it's just unbelievable. He's rocking a sweat. I'm sorry, I'm blown away by you having a suit that has Parker on it. I couldn't have picked better role models. AI, you got to throw it back, though. I couldn't have picked better role models to first learn to win with. Coach Andy Nussbaum at the Naperville Central, and alongside my teammates, back-to-back state championships. Naperville will forever be home because of people like Laura Langert, Tiffany Hudson, Lindsay Wisdom Hilton, Eric Thomas, Mike and Annette Henry, Kingsley Elementary School, Lincoln Middle School, Naperville Central. And later, I chose Tennessee to play for Pat Summitt and to take my game to the next level. You know, one story that summarizes who Pat was and the lessons that I will remember forever. Sophomore year, I realized how important rebounding was, especially offensive rebounding. She had a thing for that. One practice I didn't, and I was asked to leave or kicked out. I went to the locker room and I was furious. I decided at that moment I was gonna get up the next morning, I was gonna show her. I was gonna get to the gym, we had 6 a.m. practice. I was gonna get there at 4 a.m., be lathered in sweat, and show Pat that I was serious. Well, I rode up to the arena the next morning, and her light was on, and she was already at the arena. I learned a great lesson that day, that the greats continue to be the hardest workers and still lean into the little things that got them to the top. Coaches are so important, and I'm super grateful for mine. 2 national championship banners in the rafter, and I'm super appreciative of Tennessee coaches Nikki Caldwell, Holly Warlick, Dean Lockwood, Daniel Donahue, the staff, Debbie Jennings, Heather Mason, Jenny Moshak, managers Justine, Bennett, Buffy, Adam, Tennessee AD, Joan Cronin, and all my teammates. You all made my experience being a Tennessee Lady Vol the best decision I ever made, and I'll always bleed orange. Number 1 pick, I appreciate you. Number 1 pick to the LA Sparks, I got to play along the legend and Lisa Leslie. I was coached by Michael Cooper, who immediately set the bar. He says, Silk, that was my nickname. Hey, you can win MVP and Rookie of the Year. I learned how to be a pro, and that I didn't have to wait my turn to be great. I also learned experience is, in fact, life's greatest teacher. When I accepted the Olympic gold and Rookie of the Year and MVP later that season, I knew I didn't do it alone. I was pregnant with my favorite teammate, my daughter, Layla Nicole. She became number 1, from sleepless nights nursing at halftime of games, her first steps on our road trip to Phoenix. We were a team, and we shared the wins and the grind. Her sacrifice and support over the years is something that I do not take for granted. My favorite job is, in fact, to be your mommy. So thank you, baby. Quarter number 3 is the little things. Catch? A legend and one of the greats, but no doubt she's been big sis. You know, when we played against each other, you picked me up full court. You fouled me, don't lie. You fouled me a little bit. Then she would hug me after the game. And it has always been an honor to look up to you, to learn from you, and to just be in your greatness. So thank you so much for always being the best big sis ever. You know, I wanted my story to be despite the 10 knee surgeries, 1 shoulder surgery, 2 foot surgeries, I still could and I did. Commercial flights, practice gyms at community college, Smooth knows about that. The overseas grind in the off season. But through that, I learned from barely losing that winning was about attention to detail and the little things. Finally, in 2016, Game 5 at Minnesota for the title, I get a text from Kobe. He says, do it the hard way. It's always better that way. You can't die with bullets in the chamber. I finally just had played that game like I was a kid again. I was free, not worried about the outcome. I really, in fact, just hooped. We won off an offensive rebound by Nneka Ogwumike. It turns out Pat was, in fact, right. Offensive rebounds do matter. To Eric Holloman, Magic Johnson, Brian Agler, Christine Simmons, the LA Sparks organization, the fans, thank you for your patience, trust, and support during this journey to a championship. All of my teammates, it was an honor to lace it up with you every single night. Quarter 4, it was about trust. D-Wade, although my brothers get mad that I call him my other brother, it is in fact true. Fellow number 3 that in fact lists himself at 6'4", but we all know he's not really 6'4". Your support and your love and celebration and your greatness has always inspired me. Truly, I mean that. I love being your teammate now. It's one of my favorite jobs, and you've always had my back and looked after me, even though my mid-post game might be a little bit better than yours, but I still studied. I still studied your greatness. Thank you, Dee, for everything you do. So, quarter 4, I changed teams, both literally and figuratively. During that quarter of my career, I had the courage to choose love and shake the necessity to people please and care what others felt like I should do. I met my wife, Anya, who I'm super grateful for, her calm, her love, her support, and patience as we embark on life's challenges and changes. An Olympian herself, champion and professional basketball player that sacrificed for me and our family. I'm forever, forever grateful. At times I felt animosity towards the game, I'm not gonna lie. I was cut from the Olympic team, I was benched in the playoff game. And just like Doc, don't worry, I'm not gonna go MJ style. I'll keep it here. But I realized I didn't have to tell my story, that time would. I left to go back home to the Chicago Sky in 2021 with all the lessons that I had learned, and I'm super grateful for the organization, for Michael Alter, Coach James Wade, and the entire staff and team for allowing me to win a championship in a place that I first picked the ball up at. As I jumped on that scores table and I cradled that game ball like MJ and Kobe and took it all in, I realized, man, life really is full circle. The clock started ticking down, and I knew it was close to the finish line, but no one honestly is ever ready. Full circle, I came in as a rookie with Lisa Leslie and her greatness, unknowing how time has wings, and I got to pass the torch to a GOAT in Asia Wilson on my way out. Different perspective, but now the vet, and I'm grateful to Mark Davis, to Becky Hammond, and the entire Las Vegas organization in allowing me to see the tremendous growth in WNBA, in this product, but also I did a group project, didn't do much of the work, but I still got a ring. Thank you to the doctors, Dr. Karazi, trainers Courtney Watson, Ann Crosby, physio Fabrice, who got me right to play 16 years in this league. To the entire WNBA and NBA, the commissioners, board of governors, and pioneers and advocates who grew this game. To my Adidas and Gatorade fam, we're 20 years in this thing, and helping grow the game even after playing is my life's purpose. To WME and my agent, Zach Miller, who's become family, To Turner and Amazon, you let me break down the game and you guys messed around and gave me a mic. To my family, sister-in-laws, nieces, nephews, Holly Rowe, Tina Thompson, Kalia Copter, Chelsea Gray, Dennis Ferrazano, Mickey, Mina, thank you for your support and unwavering love. To Team Parker, so vital in this next phase of life. Broadcasting, boardrooms, private equity, ownership, thank you for dreaming, motivating me on days I struggled to believe in what I said I wanted. Boris, Tara, Ginger, Gary, Mickey, Andy, Mark, Ross, and the list goes on. Like Jay-Z says, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. And I'm inspired by Magic Johnson and what he's done with athletes in business. To my two boys, Hart and Air. Air always asks me, Mommy, you played basketball? This is the only version that they will ever know of me. And I'm proud because I get to show them every single day what the process, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that. I get to show them every day what the process of being great takes. So you don't just set goals, you hold yourself to a standard and commit to work every single day. That's greatness, because we're Parkers. That's what we do. Who knows? Maybe you'll be Hall of Famers up here too. It felt weird to walk onto this stage without the very reason why I'm here today. My muse. We did a lot together. We dunked on UConn at UConn. Oh yeah, we gonna talk our stuff. We shimmied over our right shoulder and hit that sick fadeaway off the glass so many times. We had our own signature shoe. We were the first woman to grace the cover of NBA 2K. We traveled from Milan to Tokyo. We assisted, we were positionless. We won at every level for every team we played for. And now we stand on the podium as first ballot Hall of Famers. There will be others that follow, but my wish is may you grow it, may you love it, may you enjoy it, and may you leave it better. Whether the beginning at 13 or now at 40, it was never about anything else. We were meant to be a love story that began 27 years ago. Thank you.